Welcome back to ZSR, welcome back to ZSR3, and welcome back to the Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament of 2024. It's a tradition by now. What am I supposed to say? It's amazing, and we have Swiss Round 2, Valence versus Xarnax. Without further ado, let's switch to the layout and let's hand it off to the legendary, you all know them, to Mirai. Take it away.
Appreciate it, Trez. Hello, everyone. I'm not sure legendary, but we've been around for a little while here. Let's talk about these runners here. Swiss Round 2, Valence and Xarnax. This is a 1-0 match. Valence did get the win over Sausage Link in the previous week, and Xarnax did beat Hitman. And fun fact, we are kind of keeping track of some weird stats throughout the weeks, is that the closest race of last week was between Xarnax and Hitman. 62 seconds separated them at the finish. So that was our closest race last week. We'll see if Xarnax, we'll see if these two can pull off another close race, because we did already have a really close one earlier this week, actually just the other night. So anyway, they'll be off here shortly. We got the countdown going. Enjoy some Z2R. I know I do. Map Rando, Palace Rando. We'll see what we have in store here. Valence is going to be using the Midna sprite, and Xarnax is going to be using the Zelda sprite here. Patented sprites for both of them. Looking like we've got a mountainous, right? Oh, no, Dry Canyon, I believe. Dry Canyon, looking at 3/6 right next to start. Trying to get a statue. Both of them getting jar luck and then passing up on that. Yeah, we might have a bit of like a... this is either vertical or kind of like an S-curve. Sometimes there's an S-curve to our Dry Canyons. Also P2 sitting next to start. That's nice. 2 and then 3/6. Wrong side of Saria here, but doesn't really matter. Spelltown. Xarnax is going in for it. I didn't see if we had a hint on the first guy. We'll see that on Valence's side here. And if he doesn't, no. We'll see if we walk to the bot in the back of town. We'll see if Valence does that, because Xarnax did not. Another spot for a potential NPC hint. As Valence is making the trips. Oh, no, he's not making the trip. Turnaround, psych out. All right, spell acquired for Xarnax. That may or may not be useful at another point in time. Grass tile right there, kind of camouflaged. Got a hammer. All right, easy pickup there. Hopefully Valence doesn't miss that. It was right just a little east of start. I don't know if we're right at the south border or... Oh, we've got a cave here. Okay, Medicine Cave at 111. Always a little sketchy. Red diver right up front. Okay, 2 red divers, right? We might just opt to come back later. Yeah, that's a good move right there. Another item caves. Look at... Oh, DM connection. Okay. All right, so we're going to have hammer... Hammer on Valence's side as well. And a bridge there on the south. Okay. Oh, a bridge south on DM to the east. Or this has got to be east. Looking like a vanilla-like east here. Boots may be required, and Valence sees the connection as well. Desert encounters, desert tiles on the east, or lava encounters. We might be game overing here. Life 1. That's it. Okay, we're going back home. Pillar P bag cave found for Valence. This must have been right nearby the DM connection cave as well. Seeing as Valence did not explore any deeper into there. Fairy cave for Xarnax, not going to be useful. Easy glove. Easy glove pickup here. Kind of nice to see for the runners, because Xarnax is going to find that as well. Always sucks to kind of have a glove hunt, and then if one runner finds the glove, the other one doesn't, and then all of a sudden you've got one runner looking for this very important item. Magic container cave as well. Looks like we got a bunch of item caves. Everything's kind of east of start and then south. Xarnax also down 1 life as well. Taking more red divers in the dark, man. Wow. Valence just following in the footsteps here. Might lose a life as well. There it is. Yeah, this is a start that no one's kind of running away with right now. The glove is nice, but it's a little further north. All right, Balin's about to try this one as well. If we have like a shield spell around somewhere, perhaps a life spell pickup, I think we'll see that. The other thing is that we did see Xarnax eyeballing the spell when he was in Medicine Cave. It's 96 at Magic 1, so not castable currently, but definitely a spell that you can cast to get through some tougher enemies early on, assuming that you can afford to cast it. Looking like Heart Container Cave here as well. What are we missing? We're just missing Trophy Cave at this point? Or is this Parappa? This is not Parappa. Valen's just plowing through here. Raft, okay. I missed the spell, but we're about to see it. Fire spell. Probably not castable. No, 77 at Magic 1. Fire spell is going to be combined with another spell, one of the other 7 spells in the game. May end up being useful. May end up being not useful. All right, Heart Container Cave for Xarnax as well. Probably also going to get his raft here in a moment. I think we've got a, we have a beanstalk right up front, a Geldarm that is annoying and blocking our path here. All right, Dry Canyon means we have the whole biome open to us, and the runners are just going to do exactly what the other one is doing. Oh, in a maze lies the magic key. I don't know if Xarnax saw that. I kind of missed his trip into this town. Nice life refill for Valence there, though. He's on a sliver of health. So that's pretty good information. We'll see where that maze is at. Could be kind of bait for now. I think we saw the east was completely boots locked, although I might be mistaken on that. We didn't see a lot of it when Xarnax got over there. We just saw a little bit on the top side there, and then all of a sudden it was a lava encounter that ended Xarnax's trip and sent him back west. Oh, more red Dyras and Moblins. Moblins, honestly, red Dyras, Dyras are not really a problem. I think Moblins are one of the most annoying enemies to fight early on. They throw their spear high and low, and there's no method to the madness. It's all just RNG, and so you're hoping to dodge the spears and not get hit by them. They're also harder to jump. There's another game over for Xarnax. It's a tough start with some of these encounters. The caves, the dark caves and the red Dyras in there, and the encounters here, not helping too much. Hopefully Xarnax does look just a slightly bit more south here. Wow, so Maze is Trophy and Magic Key. Okay. I didn't see what spell was in Rudo, though, so... Oh, no, I cannot... Oh, it is Fairy. Oh, it's Fairy. Okay. I can look at the runner's trackers themselves. Xarnax just coming into this 3/6 here, looking for a little bit of experience, maybe a way to try to gamble on an item here. He does have a key early on. Blue Iron Knuckle, not really what you want to see at 112. Valence also at 212 and about to die because those Moblins are terrible. Yeah, I mean, we're not even seeing... The other alternative here is what I like to try to find, if I've got such a start like this that I can't seem to get going, it really helps to find an encounter in the overworld where you've just got a bunch of small enemies, like a graveyard encounter with spiders and bats and whatnot. And this is going to be a dead end for Xarnax as well, for what he's got as a toolkit. But anyway, find one of those small enemy encounter tiles in the overworld, and then just try to grind out some bags. But there's a 200 bag for Valence on the random graveyard encounter there. Now at 222. All right, I think this is going to be our first kill on a red Iron Knuckle here. And because we saw jars before, I don't think we got a kill yet. Could be up to 200 for these guys. We have 100. We're going to go for attack 2. Man, this one encounter is everywhere. We got a fire cast at Magic 2. Not 100% sure what that was. We might try again. Could have been life, could have been reflect. It wasn't spell, wasn't thunder. Certainly wasn't shield or jump. Xarnax also testing it, but I didn't see if he had less than 100% health when he cast. Yeah, practicing red Dyras in the dark is a real good skill to have there. So we have 1, 2, and 3, 6 on the west here. Shield and Mito. No way to get down stab, so we're going to skip that for now. Yeah, if we haven't verified that this is life, then the fireball from the fire bats is a way to check if you've got reflect fire reflect. Same thing with the red Dyra axes, although I'd probably rather not take a red Dyra axe to the face at this point. Yeah, Valence is going to go in. Didn't check the hint there in the first. Again, when they're casting it, I'm not paying attention to their health. Xarnax going through Parappa Cave here. I don't think this is going to lead us anywhere except DM Medicine, okay? And that is shield, right? So what do we have kind of off limits? We don't have access. We haven't seen Trophy Cave yet. Medicine Cave has 2 red Dyras at the front of it. And Heart Container Cave is done. That's the raft tile. Magic Container Cave has 1 red Dyra at the front of it. There's the hammer. This could be Trophy Cave that's boulder blocked here. It is. It is not reflect. We got a fire cast. We just took an axe to the face. So it's not reflect. So it's got to be life. Oh man, Valence. I'm watching Xarnax's health here. He cast it before. Yeah, that Moa. Oh, that Moa caught Valence. That's what it is. Yeah, that Moa is terrible. If you don't take that Moa out in the beginning, you're just hoping it's going to stay high. But if it doesn't stay high, it's going to be right down on the same level you are. Man, Xarnax almost had that kill. Is it reflect? I could have swore we took an axe to the face. He's casting it right off. Yeah, I think it's life. He's casting it like right off the bat there. I don't know if he's got the read on that or not. It's possible that he just didn't see it the first time. I could have swore he cast it and then still took a red Dyra axe to the face. Well, here's a place to test it. He's going to get full feedback right here. Or maybe he has actually... There it is. Okay, yeah, life 1. Ooh, looks like 2 bars of a refill. Is that 3 red Dyras, dude? Are you kidding me? And we have a cave to the maze. 3 red Dyras. It's found. He can make this. Dodge the X. 2 X's. There it is. Now, okay. We're on the maze, though. Magic Key is on the maze. Magic Key and the trophy. The trophy and Magic Key are both. That's both palace progression items on the maze today. All right, last life for Xarnax is we're getting trolled by a floating lever, one of the best enemies on Maze Island. I don't know if it's invulnerable, but man, if that thing touches us, that might be a one-shot at life 2. And it's just going to appear out of the sky. Oh, is this Octorok? I don't know if that Octorok is invulnerable or not, but fire... Candle. Well, that's actually useful to get through these dark caves. Looks like we go east again off of a raft. So here we go. From the west, we've got the whole picture at this point. From the west, we've got 2 caves. One of them goes to DM. From DM, we have a bridge that goes to the top side of the east, which we're not sure if we have access to anything beyond that. And from the west, we have another cave that goes east. We have a cave that goes to the maze, in which case that leads to a raft that leads to the east. I can't even keep it straight in my own head. We're still looking for stuff here. Trophy and Magic Key. All palace progression areas. Could be Xarnax's glove, though. Again, good thing to find. And even given our levels on Maze Island here, again, I don't know how, comfortable Valence is at 222. Yeah, he's at 222 as well, to get through some of these enemies. Like, again, we have a lever right here. And if we don't kill the lever now, that lever is going to stay at its elevation whenever it spawns. So down here, the lever is going to be spawning in the sky. There's a key in the drop pool. Okay, Xarnax heading, I believe, north. Oh, was it invulnerable? Did he go to swing on it and it's invulnerable and it just absolutely one-shot him? Wow. Yeah, he's safe down here as long as he doesn't jump. But somewhere in that midsection there, he can just get immediately one shot. All right, so Xarnax knows magic trophy on the maze as well. Seems like nothing on this half of the maze. Everything's going to be in the top half somewhere. Sort of segmented. Our container cave for Xarnax. Both of our runners do have trackers, so they know what they're looking for here. Yeah, Xarnax just missed in Trophy Cave and Medicine Cave. Not Medicine, Magic Container Cave. No one has gotten through Magic Container Cave yet, but I think Xarnax will have a good shot now with the candle. And his other trophy cave is going to be up north. Wow, wherever these items are, that was a really nice jump from Valence. 4-tile jump there to get over the Scorpion. Double lever, although they're in the ground. Here's a blue Lizalfo. Fun. Fun. Those guys could be worth a lot of experience, but you've also got two, what we assume is invulnerable levers that are going to be kind of circling around that area. So probably not the safest attempt. Okay, there's our trophy in the first drop. To say this Moblin controlled Xarnax, it kind of did, and I was about to say that the fire spell is going to help get rid of it, but unfortunately he did die before it looks like that the Moblin itself died. So that Moblin is still going to be there. He can pull the red Dire up front, though, without the Moblin coming, yeah. Here's our second drop. If we don't have anything too trolly in here, it doesn't seem like we do. There's going to be our magic key. Valence is going to be palace ready here. He's probably going to go turn in that trophy immediately to get the fairy spell. See if it's castable at 80 magic at magic 2. 80 or less, that is. And then take that right over to Mito for downstab. So he's going to have a pretty good advantage here. And all of this stuff that Xarnax is doing, probably going to be easily taken care of with downstab, but still in the dark. So might be slightly slower. We'll see. Yeah, bouncy cats in the dark. Even if we got through the red Dyra up front, those bouncy cats are kind of terrible. So, flute in Magic Container Cave. Good random walks for Valence there, making his way to Rudo. Yeah, Xarnax needs to just head a little north here. He's going to see... I think he's just kind of rechecking things. He's been kind of all over the place up and down this map. With a few game overs, you kind of want to make sure you're not walking past one of the caves that you need. Is it castable? It is 60 at Magic 2. We're up in Aang. We're going north. Back to Mito. Xarnax making his way up there. Well, no, Xarnax turning around now. Oh, Xarnax might just take all of this equipment into DM here and do Hammer Cave and Spec Rock, but... okay, we know the medicine is here, so... If anyone wanted Shield, and that's assuming we can get to Hammer Cave, possible that it is right there. No, that's not it. Okay. I was thinking it might have been right there along the water at the bottom, but it's not. Oh, good. More red iris. Yeah, we've got downstab pickup for Valence here. Again, he's going to be ready to go into these palaces right at this point. He's probably just walking out of here to go to P1, which is right next door. Okay, P1 for Valence walking in sub 20. And he's good to go. I mean, if there are any fairy blocks, he can ferry through them. All the excess doors that may exist in any of these palaces, easily dispatched with the magic key. Over 2 hearts of damage on, oh my god. There is a very large range of randomization and difficulty you can run into with Z2R. This is a fairy block here in P1. This is the eco key room, and we just cast all of our magic in the previous room to get through there. So now we have to take a death. Does Xarnax have access to anything else up here in the east? He hasn't seen the top side of the west yet, though, which has got some answers for him. It's going to have a magic container and the maze access and Mito, which he can't get downstep just yet, but once he goes to the maze, he'll have trophy, which he knows is there. I don't know if he's got the magic key hint or not that came out of, I think that came out of Raru. Okay, no, Xarnax does have it because his tracker shows that he's got key and trophy marked for maze. So yeah, he's good on that. He's just got to make his way to the maze. It's one of these caves right here. I think it's both of these caves. One of them's trophy cave. The boulder blocked one is trophy cave. Yeah, we'll see when Valence comes back to these other caves on the west. Because Xarnax has already done them. If he doesn't come back to the caves, he's going to be missing out on the flute and just the candle. The flute could be important to have, but the candle, probably not too much of a big deal unless we have to use a lot of caves on the east. But even then, by the time you're digging around the east, we're probably going to have a lot of levels. Because we've got, again, palaces 1 and 2 on the west, and then the 3, 6. 3 is going to be a lot easier than 6, I think. But regardless, I think we'll take care of all the western palaces first. All right, Xarnax joining Valence in 1, but yeah, no fairy spell. I won't be able to progress beyond this room. And even then, he is out of logic with no key, with no magic key, and no fairy spell. We'll see if Xarnax tries to kill the blue iron knuckle, though. Could be worth 300 experience in this flag set. No, he's going to just jump it. He's got another one to deal with, but... Oh, he despawns the second one. Wow, that is the... That's the P1 Stalfos despawn right there. Vanilla Runner's kind of jealous of that despawn, I will say. An unknown reproducible trick there. Something that helps horsehead percentage category immensely. Yeah, we do make it to the horse here on Valence's side. We're going into this P2 on Xarnax's side. Again, Xarnax, I'm pretty sure the cave right next to Trophy Cave was the maze. And the fact that he knows both the items on the maze are palace progression. All right, well, P1 going to be... Oh, no, we're going back. I think we're going to try to double level. I don't think we want this 350. I don't know what we're dripping. What are we dripping? We would have just seen it to the left. Magos, Valence. Paging Valence. Mago drippers in P1. If Xarnax sees that, Xarnax is going to have a ton of experience. They could be worth as little as 100. Here's this room again. This is the same room that stopped us in 6 or 3, I guess it was 3-6. I don't think we're sure. But anyway, Magos could be as worth as little as 100, but worth as much as 500 experience. Attack 2 is phenomenal, by the way. There's a nice red jar for you. Still ignoring. Oh, he's going to see it now. Now he's like, oh, wait. Wow, lucky that he caught that. Yeah, attack is so good you can't even kill a dripper enemy in one hit. Oh, they're only worth 100, so it's not a humongous payout, but it is going to be a small bit that he may want to tap into. Yes, the problem with the thing about Xarnax's play here is that, like, we have a glove and we know where all the palace progression lies. Like, there's not really anything to kind of sneak out of P2, right? We got a glove block in, or is this the glove block room? Yeah, no, it's not. Doesn't matter either way. We have the glove, and we've had the glove since the very beginning. All right, we're doing a small bit of farming here on Xarnax's side. This might have also just been a farming attempt. Here's the item room in 1. We don't know what's in here. What's the best case scenario at this point? Boots, maybe? Boots? A child if required? Or a container, I guess. At this point, we have everything else. Maybe a cross if you're going east and there are a bunch of encounters with MOAs in them. Three, 2, 3, 4. It is the boots, okay. 3, 2, 3, 4 valence. Although he'll place this gem, he might push beyond that off of the Magos when he goes back to the gem area. Push beyond this 350 and probably try to get attack 4. Whereas Xarnax is at 3, 3, 4. I haven't seen any giant bags in the pool. I think we saw a 200. We just saw 2 100s on Xarnax's side. A lot of blue iron knuckles on the way, though. Xarnax down to his final life. Okay, attack 3 is finally good enough to kill a dripper in one hit. Another key for Xarnax there. We do have another life on Valence's side. But he is just going to take it and take this 350. It's either up an A or game over for Xarnax there. It might have been a door in that room. He might have not wanted to waste it. I didn't see exactly what the cause of that was. But there's our first gem, 27 minutes in. Oh, it is a life level, so not too bad of a level. Sorry, it's a little slow on the fire life cast there. Going into 2 with valence here. I don't remember what stopped Xarnax. I think in this direction there was that fairy glove block slash dash block that Xarnax couldn't get through moving in this direction that valence is in right now. I think that's what turned him around. It's always a fun encounter when you've got the high ground on a little Goomba like this. Yeah, this is the room that valence is in now. Oh, have we found the boss? We have found Helmet Head here. For Xarnax, he will be able to place a gem out of logic. I really hope he checks that cave next to the boulder blocked trophy cave. We don't know what item is in 2, so Valence may find that. All right, so just about 90 seconds later, we've got a gem on the board from Xarnax as well. Again, out of logic. But small keys in the drop pool. Nothing is stopping you from just going into a palace if you want to. He's going back in for the item. Valence getting a little beat up on this bridge. We did see Xarnax come through this direction as well. I think this loops around to the 4-way elevator at the start. All right, Xarnax is still heading south here. I think he's going back to DM. Yeah, here's our 4-way elevator on Valence's side. So Xarnax has no hints for what's in DM right now. Unfortunately, the boots, again, would be perhaps the most valuable thing other than a container. Those are in P1. Although I'm not even sure you can get any further in this DM. Was there a top route that he could take, or is this it? Because if this is it, you do need the boots to progress any further in this DM, it looks like. But that is going to be a game over for Valence as well here. So he's going to go down and left. I don't think we've seen this route, so this is probably to the item. Spell does turn our overworld enemies into spiders today. Terrifying. Oh, here's Hammer Cave. Okay, so we do have access to Hammer Cave. So again, best case scenario would be, well, we know the medicine is in here somewhere. Here's the item in P2. We know the medicine is in DM somewhere. So it's either Rock or Hammer Cave. This could be medicine for Xarnax. If it's not, I mean, what do we want? Again, Cross could help on the east. Child, if it's required, would be nice to have ahead of time. Might be a Child Thunder situation. Otherwise, a container of some sort, but it could just be junk at this point. Could just be nothing. We did see a magic container in P2 there, so 2 magic containers, one from Trophy Cave, one from P2. Maybe it's a magic container, and then that would be potentially 7 on the board for Xarnax once he goes into once he gets Palace Logic, he might go back into P2 for something. I kind of doubt it, though. Thinking about maybe 7 containers to get into a basement for a child that blocks thunder. I don't know. It is the medicine. That'll get him shield on a Mito. It's a little unfortunate that the cave to the maze is just on the west, and Xarnax just has not seen it yet. He was so thorough double-checking some of the caves on the south side of that dry canyon that when he finally went north, he just saw Trophy Cave, and I think he just got the container out of there and then went and tried P1. Got blocked out of P1, then went to P2, and then from there went back to DM. So I'm not even sure Xarnax has seen Mito yet. He must have seen Mito because he's got a shield marked on his tracker. So I'm going to say he did see Mito. But still, that one cave right next to Trophy Cave, I think is our maze cave. And that is where GP is at as well. So Not that we wouldn't have to go there anyway, but we don't have to go there till the very end of the game. Again, you see what I mean? It's like all the water down there at the bottom. I'm pretty sure we actually need the boots to progress any further on this DM, unless there's a cave facing north, or there's a little tiny row there as well. It might lead a little bit further east. I didn't get a phenomenal look at this DM layout. We're about to see it now. No. Oh, you can go... I'm going to say no. I don't think you can do anything else out here without the boots. This is a tiny little cutoff DM. All right, well, we got 2 gems on the board for Valence here. He's going into his 3rd palace on the west. This is 3 or 6. We don't know. We're looking for windows. We're looking for a boss. That will help us identify the palace. I mean, I'm really hoping this just sends Xarnax back to the west here. Just, check the northwest corner. But he did such a thorough check of all these caves down here. I don't know if he's going to check anything else up north. Looks like a nice tough start in this 3-6 palace here. We've got good levels though, 3, 4, 4. Got a left-right option. This is going to be a dead end. Okay, Xarnax looking around caves again. I like this, but he's got to check north. He's checked these southern caves like 2 or 3 times now. But if he feels he doesn't have anything else to do, and he doesn't, then hopefully he goes back north and checks these caves. All right, Valence with the little break out the block there, make the jump just for a 50 bag up top though. Another elevator room. All right, there's that cave. Oh, okay, we've got P3. Easy. All right, there's that cave. We're checking caves. That's our maze cave, I'm pretty sure. Bingo, bango. Okay. Yeah, we got a head shake from Xarnax thinking, man, this was right here the whole time. Now, unfortunately, he does have to go left from where we walk in. That's where both of our items are going to be over there. He's going to make the same trip that Valence did, though, on the maze. It's good information to have, though, that GP's over here. And that was a very quick P3, so Valence, 36 minutes, 3 gems. Not bad at all. We haven't seen really anything of the east, but I will say that the boots out of P1 looks like it's going to be helpful just to navigate from where the raft tile lands us, and possibly where the bridge lands us as well. Talking about it earlier, where Xarnax had shown us that it seems like we might just be kind of cut off where the bridge takes us to the east. But I think Valence is just going to head back to the maze here, hit the raft, and then start cruising. Because Valence has not seen the bridge off of DM. That goes to the east as well. He might see it in reverse. Is that oh, no, not a 3-eyed rock? Okay. This is another thing that could help is a 3-eyed rock block of some sort. There's one palace in the open, though. And this is 6, colored exactly the same as P3. It is the green palace. I'm kind of inclined to feel like there's a bias towards palaces turning green. We have had an obscene amount of palaces be green since the start of this tournament. The more people you get running seeds, the more you notice weird little things like this. Well, it is Reflect for free. I totally forgot we needed that as well. I kept talking about Child Thunder, but 7 for the basement. Okay. Child Thunder's still in play, though, possibly. We do have a castable spell. Probably going to check the spell tower, but maybe not. All right, Xarnax sees GP on the maze. Going to head back in the other direction, it looks like. Okay, we're going to get some kills on Lizolfos. I like this. I'm a fan of killing Lizolfos. Yeah, Xarnax does not have downstep yet, so... 100 for the oranges, 200 for the blues. I mean, not the worst thing, $500 right here, but That's not good. Oh, he did make... I thought he was going to get hit by the mace, and I think he did as well. But he got missed by that, and ended up botting the Lizalfo. 7th container in the spell tower here for Valence, which means we're going to get a basement check as well. I don't think there's anything up here. Yeah, I mean, you have to kind of check these one-off tiles, though. Had he been able to get the boots out of one out of logic, it would have helped him traverse maze a little bit faster. But kind of impossible to do that because trophy's on the maze, and trophy leads to fairy, and fairy is required of one to go anywhere because we have an eco key room 2 rooms in. And there's not even a jump spell available, so we can't even do like an eco MOA. All right, we have invulnerable blue bots on the maze as well. Desert tile here. 2nd palace in the open as well. 3-odd rock, if it exists, will not be blocking a palace. Might still block a town. There's P4. Okay. Xarnax will be to his 2 drops here shortly as he clears the last of this maze. P4, not green. We'll point that out. Not green P4 today. Yeah, Xarnax is going to check through here as well. These are the little things that bother me as well when you just... You don't have fairy. You can't do fairy feet in these little encounters. There's just like 6 more tiles beyond this encounter that he needs to check because it could be a drop. He's running out of spaces on this maze for the 2 drops that he needs. Yeah, this Fire Life is so nice. Even though it's just 2 bars, it's going to come... It's already down to 22 at Magic 4, and it's just going to come down to potentially single digits. Magic 5, Magic 6, somewhere in there. Might take till Magic 7, but it drops pretty quick usually. Alright, so I believe this is our magic key in the long drop. And then the other drop is just right over here as well. If you had just walked left from start, of course. Hole in 1 for Valence. That's where you break out 1 little tile on the crumble bridge. You take damage, you get knocked back, right back into it. I guess you can also call it nothing but net. All right, Xarnax is headed over to Rudo now. He's got some catch-up to play for sure. Does have 2 off the board. Not sure if he's going to go back in there. I also didn't see what we had in the basement. I don't think it was anything amazing. 5th heart? 5th heart, I guess. Yeah, so what I'm getting at is if he doesn't pull the magic container out of 2, then he'll only have 6 hearts when he grabs the 6th one from the spell tower, assuming he even goes in that deep at this point. Might feel like he's behind 42 minutes in, now just getting Palace Progression opened up to him. But I think, man, I really hope he pulls the item out of 1, because again, it looks kind of useful to have the boots. These palaces, very blue enemies in these palaces today. It's going to be a downstat pickup for Xarnax as well. Oh, and a shield pickup. So, okay, I mean, that could be a thing that comes into play, depending on resources and requirements of the runners a little bit later. Something like GP. Maybe a Guma fight or something like that. We have found Karok. Don't think we saw the item. Not sure we're going to bother to dig it out. Again, we don't know where Thunder's at, but still have 3 towns on the east to find where Thunder may lie. Karak gets the kill there. Last life for Valence, although he does have a bunch of fire life cast at this point to refill. Yeah, see, 2 hearts almost. That's practically a refill from fire. I don't want to commentator curse. Valence here. Oh boy. Oh god, no, dude. No. Well, Xarnax does get a little bit of time back here. Harder Karak claiming some lives this tournament so far. A recent addition to the randomizer where Karak now shoots high beams, in addition to the standard low beam, shoots high beams and sine wave beams, and alternating speeds of fast and slow. I don't know if it's just one speed of fast and slow or if there's actually varying speeds in there. I should know this, but I don't remember. Regardless, it is something that does push your hand-eye coordination. Nice Skelevator for Valence. This is actually a very free Karak if you just go left at start, it seems. I don't remember anything about this 2. I assume we have to take this drop, though. Yeah, this looks familiar. We're going to see the Magos in here, I believe. Or no, not this room. Wrong room. I think it's upstairs of the Magos. All right, we get Karak down this time. Not too much time lost, though. Xarnax thinking, wait, I didn't check the top of the elevator. And so he's going to check that. He's going to see drippers here. He's probably going to stop. He didn't stop to check, but it's not that big of a reward. Remember, the Magos are only giving us 100. All right, 4 gems down, 46 minutes for Valence here. He knows where 6 is at. He also knows that P5 is in Death Valley. We don't know where Thunder's at just yet. This is our last required spell on Valence's side. We do get Horsehead down. We're going to take the 1080 level. I think attack 4 is 11 something. This seems like this is going to be magic 5. Here's the top of the bridge here. That's going to show Valence. We go back to DM. Xarnax just going to take the magic level. And he's out of here. Man, those boots might be helpful, but I think Xarnax feels like he's just got to go at this point. Now, I don't know. Xarnax has a flute off of the west. Valence does not. And Valence has the boots. Xarnax does not. So Water Tile could hold something. It would be funny if it's a 3-odd rock Water Tile where they both have half the puzzle. Boots are a little bit more tricky to get than... See, these boots right here, are we going to need them to get up here? I don't know. In a vanilla-like, it should probably be connected all around, but it might not be. And if Thundertown is up here... Oh boy, if Thundertown is boots blocked, we're going to need the boots out of 1. That could just be the end of Xarnax at this point. Go west to find the candle. Wow. Thank you. So now that eliminates one of the 2 locations that Valence still has on its tracker, which is going to be Medicine Cave and Magic Container Cave. So we've got Thunder for free, no child today. No need to worry about the kid. I guess if we're talking scenarios still, we could still be talking like a Darunia. Darunia could be flute blocked. And if Upstab comes into play, I don't know. I mean, there's still some things that control us, right? Welcome to randomizers. Well, we'll see. We just have to wait and see. Xarnax is trying to finish his 3 right now. I don't know which direction he took at start. I think, I don't think Rebo was ultra free, but P3 is not a very big palace, so it doesn't really matter, I don't think, at the end of the day. What else do we have? Man, these, whew. We had desert tiles as lava encounters. Oh, we're still on desert. Okay, I thought we had a second tile as a lava encounter. Yeah, see, these are pass-throughs that go north-south here. So I'm feeling like Xarnax, even without the boots, will just have to take a longer path to get to Thundertown. That's my assumption. Looks like 3 pass-throughs north-south there. And if that's the case... Boots might be required somewhere else. Valence is coming back to the... No, he's going back to the... I think he's going back to the maze, because maze was raft. Because the caves he's missing off the west are actually further south. Yeah, this is also a quicker trip to the raft tile as well every time we want to come back this way. Yeah, we'll see if we see a 3-eyed rock. So far, no sighting, and this could be Darunia right here. It is not. It could be Life Spell. I mean, what do we still have left? We have Life, and we have Jump. Okay, it's Jump. So Darunia is Life. Now, if you can't go north from here, Valence is not going to show us this because he really has no reason to, but if you can't go north from where Valence is to hit one of those pass-through caves, then Thundertown will be boots blocked. I think he's just going to head over to the 6, do 6, and then head into Death Valley and be ready for GP. And I think we're close to Rebo here. Okay, immediate dead end to the right and 6. Yeah, I think Xarnax's line of thinking here, though, is that Glove was free on the west, and the maze access was free off of the west, and maze had all palace progression locked in it, or on it, and he found it way late. And so he's just skipping things and going as fast as he can. We find a very free P6 Barba here. 1 room to the left, an elevator down. You really can't miss this unless you just miss the elevator on purpose, walk past it. Probably not a play most people are willing to make. So Valence did have a great P3 because you see that elevator up right there. That Xarnax went up. There's a loop. He came back down. But Valence passed that up, and he kept going left here. And this is actually our path to Rebo. Doing jackhammer strats with the jump spell on Barba here. And Xarnax accidentally fairies. I think we wanted to fire there. Probably not as bad as fairing before picking up the drop from the boss, although we are dropping 1-ups today, so it doesn't really matter when you fairy. Just as long as you kill the boss first. Okay, Valence wants to double level here. It's the same 1170 that Xarnax is about to get off of Rebo. I think attack 4, if it's not this 1170, it's like 1180 or something. Okay, it is attack 4. That's interesting. 53 minutes in, both runners about to pick up attack 4. It will be life 6, though, for Valence. So, I don't know. Xarnax is going to show us what he's got access to without the boots here on the east. because he has to walk around. He can at least access 6 and 4 off to the east there because he's got a bridge. He's got the flute. If he can reach the south side, there's also a River Devil bridge down there. There's an item cave. He's not going to need that. There's the water tile. He doesn't have the boots for it. Valence didn't even see that. But I think if he goes north by the water tile, assuming there's not another river that separates kind of the midsection from the top section, he should be able to hit one of those pass-through caves. But this is a lot of walking, right? So Xarnax is going to have to do a lot of walking. Won't be able to do any shortcuts over the water here. It is the child, and Darunia is free up here. Flute not going to help us. But we will be able to get upstab. Xarnax going to head west here. He'll see jump in Old Kasuto. As long as he can survive. Second attempt. Ooh, last life though. When did he take a death? Did he take a death in Sunken? Did he just leave the palace without up and A-ing? No, he went back to start, didn't he? Maybe he did leave the palace without up and A-ing. That must have been the death off Rebo, and then the death here in Old Kasuto, and now he's on his last life. So this could kind of be bad. 12 now for the life spell. Fire life spell, that is. Magic 5 does bring Fairy down to 20-something, 26 it looks like. Yeah, we'll see P6 here in a moment on Xarnax's side. If he chooses to dig it, he will be done with this very quickly. He'll probably just go right, see the dead end, go left, and see Barbara off the elevator. And there is access to Death Valley as well. So no boots blocks for Xarnax. As far as we can tell, we're still assuming we have access to that northwest section through pass-through caves. Xarnax going to take the first left anyway. Going to feel like he made the absolute correct play, but we will have to let him know that it is just a right to the dead end. Or maybe we'll just let him feel happy. It always feels good. It's like when you go into GP and you go left and you get the Thunderbird, you're like, hell yeah, man, I made the right play. And then you realize later, everyone's like, well, it was just actually one room dead end to the right. And you're like, oh, geez. All right, more jump spell jackhammer here. Oh. Very nice. Fairy glove block here at the start of 5. 1,000 points, not enough to double level here. This 18, or it's 1640, I think. The 1640 is going to be life 6. I think if Xarnax heads north of here, he's going to see New Kasuto. Not have access to the basement, but have access to the spell tower if he wants it. I think he's got to head... Oh, he's going to just go right into 5. Okay. I mean, honestly, if I felt like I was behind, he doesn't have any idea what the layout of this continent looks like. Another eco room, this time properly in 5. But he doesn't have any idea what this layout of this continent looks like. And so if he leaves behind Death Valley now, which he knows isn't GP, he's already seen GP on the maze. If he leaves behind Death Valley now, you never know where the next palace is going to be, right? You might just need to up an A from that last palace on the east. And it might be far away from Death Valley. So this is a fine play, especially with Fairy being so cheap. And this, again, is where we could see potentially Xarnax have a better Guma fight. Just because Xarnax is certified Guma Eliminator. But he also has the shield spell. And Valence does not. And so it's probably going to be a 2-shot on Valence's side at life 6 with no shield spell. where honestly, it's probably still going to be a 2-shot on Xarnax's side with Shield Spell Life 6. It's possible it's a 3-shot for Xarnax, so I guess we'll see. No one has a lot of life here, and shielded, he'd have to get hit for less than 2 hearts, right? Here's the item in 5. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. This could be a heart. Xarnax immediately recognizes the room. Fairies accordingly. P-bag in 2. Okay. We did have an up and left on that one junction, and Valence opted not to take it. So with the immediate left that Xarnax took in P6, I wonder if we'll see a left play here from Xarnax. He's got a left option here. Is he going to take it? He is going to take it. It is not a dead end. Okay. It is an elevator room as well. Okay, we're going up and right. Dead end for Valence. All right, we have Death Mountain rooms on both sides. That's Hammer Cave for Valence, and this is a DM room for Xarnax as well. Okay, elevator up, possibly. Yeah, this is an elevator up for Xarnax. I don't think we saw this as a down option. Oh, it goes to Guma! Okay, these are the time saves that Xarnax needs right here to get this time back. He needs this to be a great Guma fight, get out of here, and get back to traversing the east. So, lucky for him, if he just heads south, if he heads north, if he gets out of Death Valley and heads north, that's going to be bad. He needs to head south and around, hit up Nukusudo, get Reflect for free, go to P4, which is right nearby, and then make his way all the way to the northwest corner of this continent, which probably will take a little while. But he can up and A out of Thundertown and then just be ready to go into GP. And by then, it's very likely that Valence will already be in GP by then. So this could be over, but if GP is a little long, Xarnax, they'll both be in there at the same time, and Xarnax will still have a chance. All right, so what is Valence going to do here? All right, we are heading right. If this is a dead end soon enough, he'll probably just turn it around. Oh, it's the same room. Wow, you go left back there, you go right back, right and left leads you right to this room, which is the correct direction. He doesn't know that. He's going to hit a loop, though, in a little bit. Never mind, he hits a loop immediately. So this room is just bordering the other room. Oh, we went north and we saw Darunia. He didn't go south. Oh, this eastern trip might take a while for Xarnax then, because if he continues to head north, and gets to Thundertown, that is so far away from where Nukusudo and P4 are at. So Valence not going to be too far behind in this 5. I think it's just at the top of this elevator. Xarnax is going to turn the child in here for, I believe, nope, going to pass it up. Not even going to turn the child in for the old woman. Helmet Head guards a magic container. Okay. So he does know where another magic container is. Yeah, so, okay, so these must be the pass-throughs heading north? Yeah, they are. Okay, and that west-facing cave is probably going to be risen. This could be risen as well, though. Oh boy, here we go. Sprite palette change. Okay, we're back. All right, we had a nice quick P5, or not too bad of a P5, but a quick Guma fight for Valence as well. He is GP ready, so he's going to go right to GP after this. We are checking Risen. Maybe hoping for boots on Xarnax's side, but maybe a cross? Yeah, there's a cross. Okay. So we will see what this GP entails here shortly. Oh, there's even just a road that goes north. Yeah, unfortunately, P4 is southeast of his current position, so... Here's the maze. We're just going to walk it down and around. So Xarnax can go west, and yeah, he can get through here. Okay, so this will take him to Thundertown. 104, 56-ish. Xarnax will see Naburu soon enough here. I almost wonder if it's faster to actually, from Xarnax's position, to just up an A and go back to the raft and kind of just hug that south section. Early Thunderbird here for Valence in GP. And again, if this is a longer GP, and Xarnax does happen to find Reflect in 4 in time, if he's taken left still, we know that Karak is literally just 1 or 2 rooms left of start, so could be another quick 4 for Xarnax. He is going to walk it out of here, though. He doesn't know the surrounding area here. Doesn't have the other palaces just chilling over here. He doesn't have Reflect anyway. He knows it's 4 that he still needs to do, but also doesn't have Reflect. He also, well, I guess he doesn't know the other town and palace aren't just chilling over here somewhere, but no, this is that same lake he would have seen very early on in the game. Got a nice Thunderbird fight here. Easy attack 5 Thunderbird. All right, so what lies beyond? Not an elevator. It is an elevator room, but it's not a junction. It's still just a linear. Yeah, hopefully Xarnax does not take that pass through, thinking that there might be something blocked over there. Okay, so we had a left and a right there a moment ago. We're going right. This is an elevator down room for Valence. Xarnax actually needs to go south from his current position and clear out the southern section of this continent. Okay, this room sucks. This is an automatic ferry room. Oh, we don't have any magic, though, so we're just going to kill the generators. Oh, there's the jar. How convenient. Almost taken to death. I think Xarnax is about to head back. Oh, no, he's taking this. Okay. Kingbot placed in a perfect position. Another elevator room here. It is just a 3-way. There's Risen P-Bag Cave again for Xarnax. Up and left. I think we're just going to hold right. I could have swore we're still... Yeah, this is the cross for Xarnax, I believe. Yeah. Nice, nice room here in GP. Good ferry usage. Another left and right. Without Xarnax finding the town and palace, though, this is Valence has obscene amount of time in here to figure it out, even if there is a bit of a trickiness to it. Although, wow, that's a lot of damage off that blue bird. Oh boy. Alright, I think Xarnax is heading north again. Alright, waffles over lava here. Yeah, that fire life spell is incredibly helpful. Oh, is Xarnax coming back up north so they can check this pass-through? No? Yeah, unfortunately, Map Rando is getting the best of Xarnax today. He's going to up an A. I wonder if he feels something in his boots blocked. So we have another giant. We have 3 lefts behind us here. Or no, this is a loop. So you go right, it loops down here. So we have 1 left behind us. So Xarnax going to come into 2. I forget who got the hint. I'm pretty sure it was Xarnax who got the hint for Magic Container in 2 off the child at the 3rd screen of Darunia. Yeah, I'm wondering about the Magic Container. If anything, gambling on 1. I don't think we saw the item in 3 either. No. Yeah, and Xarnax does have this marked as a Magic Container on his tracker, so he did get the hint. Does he not have enough to cast Thunder? Is Thunder expensive? I didn't see the cost on Valence's side. Oh, Valence has looped around again. He's stuck. Is he stuck somewhere up there? Anyway, here's the item in 2. Maybe that is the play on why we are... I cannot see the cost of Thunder. We are coming back into 1 for Xarnax. He must feel that the boots are blocking him from something. I think it's 62 for Thunder. We need a slow menu. We need a race mode that turns off the flashing forcibly and it turns the menu into a slow menu so that every time you open the menu, you can't close it for a second. A solid second. For a solid 60 frames, you are not allowed to close the menu. But yes, I do believe it is 62, as chat is confirming as well. We are on the, I believe, only remaining left we have currently post Thunderbird. This is an elevator up. Popping the bot there is going to clear the room. There might actually be another bot in the wall here. No, it's a bubble. All right, we're going left, left. It is a pretty busy. This would have allowed Xarnax to get. If Xarnax was coming in here and gambling lefts again, this would have allowed him to close the gap. Ooh, we got a fairy block going left, and another left. I'm guessing from this drop in P1, it is going to be left to the item room, because we saw Valence walk it back from the boss and find the boots, and then walk it back to the gem and place it. I think it was left from the dripper room, though. I could be wrong on that. Double shaft here. Is this our Dark Link? Triple shaft of the same exact shaft. Okay, left and right. We found our way to Horsehead again. Okay, I think it's left at the Drippers. Another phenomenal Kingbot placement. Boots about to be on Xarnax's feet. This could be our Dark Link here, though. It is not. It is a loop. Fairy block. Take it. Left is all we've got. This is a hold left palace. Valence is not going left. Or did he go left last time and I'm dumb? I'm pretty sure he went down, right? Perhaps there's another direction. Well, this is what Xarnax needs, but this is... See, Xarnax is going to see that he had access to all of this. Just walk east of P5. East of P5, Xarnax! Until you can see the border of the map, you don't know where it ends, and you've not cleared that out. We got a little confusion on Valence's side. I think he's like, I've been here. See, Xarnax is going to go... Oh, no. Oh, no, Xarnax is not going to DM, is he? We're going to DM on Xarnax's side. I'm not sure. Oh, he's going to hit the bridge because he thinks it's segmented. Or the bridge is actually just straight south of this cave. Yeah, is this not a loop on Valence's side? Perhaps Valence is keeping better track of this GP than I am. I thought this was where we've been already. Yeah, we have been this way already. Now, what did he hit, though? He hit something. Something made him up an A out here, and I don't remember what that was. Okay, he did take the ferry left last time, so it must be over here. He's got a better bearing on what's happening here. Yeah, what's unfortunate on Xarnax's side is that the path is not, it's not actually like a trolley path or anything like that, right? It's just walk east of P5. Wow, Valence tempting fate with the jump there on that crumble bridge. Okay, this is new territory. This could be the end of GP here. Another great Kingbot placement. Okay, so Xarnax is going the right way, but he's getting there completely differently and unnecessarily than required. Oh my god, it actually connects. He is just east of P. Am I crazy? Is it not connected just east of P5? Did I not see Valence just walk across the land? Or is there actually a body of water there? If there's a body of water, I do apologize. I have missed it. But I could have swore you could walk east from 5 and just hit... Well, regardless, we have Reflect on Xarnax's side. I don't know what happened. Scene has changed, apparently. Valence has found Dark Midna, though. Well, we are in Dark Midna. We've taken a hit. We've got just a little bit of life left. One hit left on Dark Midna. We've picked up Reflect on Xarnax's side as Dark Midna is down. An official racetime.gg race room time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, 26 seconds. Apologies, that's a 78.26 on Valence's side with an immediate DNF from Xarnax. Xarnax did have possibly unable to do an interview here, had a very tight schedule to finish this one. So Valence is going to move to 2-0, and Xarnax is going to drop to 1-1. We'll have to find out from Valence if that was completely blocked or not. We are joined by Xarnax. Xarnax, hello.
Hello.
GG.
That was a mess.
I am not entirely... okay, wait. We've got Valence. Valence, GG as well.
Congratulations.
Real quick question, Valence. Was Nukasudo and P4 boots blocked over there?
No. I don't think it was.
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because Xarnax was, to use perhaps a bad term, I was getting, at the end of the day, I felt like Xarnax was convinced, okay, we'll avoid the bad term. I was going to say gaslit, but he wasn't gaslighting me. But it made me think when Xarnax, when you would not go east of 5.
I did think it was boots blocked, and then as soon as I found it, I'm like, I never checked over here, did I?
Yeah, because I was like, because we saw Valence come in from the raft as well.
Okay. Yeah, it was just east of the River Devil, and I just found Palace 6 and then went straight up and then never went back over to the right there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that was 6, that's right.
Yeah, so I just in my head I had fully cleared that area and boots were the only way to make any progress, and then as soon as I saw it, I'm like, no, I didn't full clear this section.
Yeah, and I was amazed that by the time you got the boots and you were going down there and you're showing us that it actually connected, and I'm blown away and I'm thinking to myself, wait, he's going to get there in a completely unnecessary way. And then I was questioning myself. I'm like, wait, was it actually boots locked? And I missed that earlier on, because then I felt bad because I kept saying, like, if Xarnax just needs to go east of 6 and east of Death Valley, and all of it's right there, because Valence saw that very early. Valence landed off the raft, took the boots. He had the boots out of 1 early, and then just walked across the water down there to 6, and then saw Nukasudo and saw P4. So he got reflect, did P4, did P6, and I don't remember the order in which he did. I think he went to go find Thundertown after that, and then did 5 or something like that. I think you up and aid. Yeah, and the last palace was 5, and then you went to GP. Oh man! And after seeing that, I was thinking, okay, well, Xarnax got started a little late here. We can recap this in a second, but I'm thinking, man, Xarnax is going to need a little bit of help here. And he got it because that GP was fun. We saw most of it. How do we feel about that GP, Valence?
I was very like, I know, early T-Bird again. I was like, oh no, this time it's going to hurt, isn't it? It's not going to just be, oh, I took the first elevator and there it is. It's going to be, I'm going to have to dig for it. And it wasn't the worst, but there was a bunch of loops, and there was a couple, like that first left, there was another left I could have gone down. I was really debating, like, do I go back there and check that, or do I just check the 5 or 6 other routes that I didn't check on the right side? And I got lucky, so.
Yeah, because you went right the first time, and there was that kind of loop there at the end, a little circular thing it was doing, and you were like, all right, F this, I'm going to go left at start. And so you did, and I mistook the direction you took earlier. I didn't see you go through the ferry block early on, and that was another loop over there as well. And then I was like, go left. And then you went back to the start, and I'm like, did he go left? And chat corrected me that you did go left. And so then you went back right again, and eventually you had to take an up and left at some point, and it led you to another T-junction, and you eventually got to Dark Midna.
Yeah, it was some up left, and then another up right, and then something else, and then they were there.
And and by the time Xarnax, man, that east, that
everything. Man, I gotta go in about 3 minutes, but that start was just as bad as it possibly could have been for me. I just ran into encounters that I couldn't manage, and then tried a few different ways, and then just it kind of routed me away from everything I really needed to find. And I mean, part of what gave me trouble was just not completing a mental map. But so yeah, I ended up basically full clearing everything except for the path to Maze Island, including Death Mountain and both of the exits out of there. And yeah, so I mean, I'm assuming you had figured out why I was going left in all the palaces once I got into them.
Yes, and it worked out for you.
It really did.
Well, 6, I didn't want to be the guy to deliver the bad news, but 6 was an immediate dead end to the right, so everyone had to go left, and it was a quick 6 for everyone, but your 5 was really good. And if you had gone left in 4, Karak was also literally one room to the left, elevator up, and then that would have been a 4 for you. So that was why we really wanted you to go east of 6, because it would have been like quick reflect. Yeah, quick reflect, quick 4, and then you would have been looking for Thunder, and then up an A, and then into GP, and you would have been in there at the same time as Valence.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have done if I had 6 had gone as well as it had. I mean, at some point I had to. Everything was a gamble, but like with it 6 going as fast as it did, I mean, I obviously didn't know how much of it I had skipped, and it wasn't much apparently. And then if I had gone to 4 next instead of 5, I probably would have gone left again. And then if I had gotten to 5 after that, I don't know if I would have gone left again. Like I was thinking as soon as I finished 5, if I find 4 right away, I feel like I've made up enough time that maybe I should just start going right again.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I really don't know what I would have done once I got to P4 or Great Palace.
Yeah, kind of hard to chance 3 lefts in a row. You're like, I'm tempting fate at this point.
Right. When it works out for you twice in a row, yeah, you don't want to waste it.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, it was a little. I know you got to go in a moment, but yeah, that mazed cave that just you checked like every other cave 2 or 3 times there, like kind of like midsection and south, and then like you said, you were looking around DM, you did Hammer Cave and stuff, and it all just led to ultimately nothing because the only path was just free and available, just chilling right there next to the Boulder Block Trophy Cave. But
yeah.
You came out of Trophy, and I think you went to 1 to try to do it out of Logic or something like that, and it had an eco key room, and then you stepped out of there, went to 2, and then from there you were kind of rechecking caves. But I think you just kind of tunnel vision that one open cave right next to Magic Container Cave, which again was boulder blocked, and then didn't come back for quite a while.
Right. Yeah, the boulder block I never saw until I went in there. So yeah, it was just I found 1. And then it was just off the screen to the left, and I never walked left.
Yeah.
Until like 35 minutes in or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that the lefts at least made it compelling. Like there was a little bit of a what if can he do it?
Yes, there was, yeah.
But yeah, hats off to you, Valence. That start was brutal.
Yeah, the grass encounter was no fun at all. It was very, yeah, because that's what put me because like I got hammer, raft, glove immediately. They were pretty much free and open.
Right.
Oh my god, I'm already in go mode almost.
Well, see, I couldn't even reach any of the items in the caves
I
for probably almost 10 minutes.
Yeah, like
What's that?
I did the ones that I could physically do. Like I didn't do Medicine Cave. I did the Pillar P bag cave that had the glove, I think.
I missed that one.
And so I have all this stuff early, but
yeah,
like, I couldn't kill anything. I was just
Life
going.
Attack 2 was absolute trash, and Life 6 was still not very good.
So that whole beginning, since have all this stuff, I'm like, well, if I have it, they have it, and I need to go. And I'm not. I'm a very attack heavy player. I love attack 6, 7, 8. So
Yeah.
like, you're just gonna have to go because this is gonna be quick if you don't. And it's like, all right, well, we're gonna do attack 3 Barba. All right, awesome.
Nice.
So it was very stressful. in that regard because
Good.
like, I had the items, but it's like, can I even pull off with such low attack? And like, I think I had 5 heart containers at the end there. It was rough. Fire Life saved me so many times. Thank you, Fire Life.
Yeah, absolutely. I used that a lot.
Yeah, I don't want to hold up Xarnax anymore. If you got to go, because I was going to talk to Valence just a little bit more here.
Yeah. Thanks so much for calling the race, and we'll see you next week, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Good luck going forward.
Yeah.
Okay, GG's again to Xarnax there. Valence, rough start for sure. Xarnax did body his way through Medicine Cave eventually. That was the candle. You eventually got the Candle West hint, and the Medicine Cave. West hint, yeah, the candle was in Medicine Cave, and so he was able to kind of get through those other caves a little bit easier once he finally had that, because then you could see the red gyras and when they were going to throw those hexes.
Yeah.
Magic Container Cave had the flute, and we were wondering the whole time if the flute was going to come into play. You had the boots. We were wondering if the boots were going to come into play, if either one of you had a piece of the puzzle that might have been on the east. No, I don't. Did you even check the water tile?
I thought the water tile was right next to Raft, and then it was like, joke's on me. It was just a normal water tile.
Oh, that's right. You didn't see
it.
I
never found it. I was like, oh,
that's right.
Bummer.
Yeah, Xarnax saw it because Xarnax had to go on foot. You were able to take the boots and kind of walk across the big lake and get you up to Thundertown over there, Nibiru. And Xarnax had to take the pass-through cave. So he had to walk up a road passage and then take a pass-through cave. And as over there because the eastern vanilla lakes are separated into 3 sections. So the middle section, west side, had the water tile over there, but he didn't have the boots when he first saw it, so he wasn't able to check it either. He did make his way up to Thundertown, up and 8 out of there. Again, kind of floundered on just that southeast corner, never just minutes and minutes going by, not checking that southeast corner, kind of walking around the east, trying to figure out what he was supposed to do. Went back into 2 to get a magic container, and then went into 1 to get the boots, and then that's when he took the you saw it in reverse. You saw from the east. You saw the bridge back to DM. Yes. He showed us that very early on. He saw DM. You both saw DM early on, but he walked around a little bit. The bridge was down there. We saw that it did lead to the east, but it seemed to be kind of blocked off up there. And so when he got the boots, he did take the bridge back, and he did take it down the east coast, down the east side, and that's what led him to New Kasuto. Finally, as he was getting Reflect, and you were on the Darkling fight. So yeah, that's where that all led. So he he had just passed by 4, was in New Kasuto, got his Reflect spells, was just about, I think he was at the entrance of 4 when you got done. So that was it, yeah.
And that was his last palace.
Yeah. But then he'd have to do all of that GP, and that GP wasn't. You could gamble left in GP, but you'd have to gamble on a left that was off to the right somewhere. So it probably would have been a hell of a gamble to catch up. I think you had enough knowledge at that point that it was essentially securing the deal, barring any really difficult rooms, like you say, 5 hearts. You didn't have the shield spell, and you knew that the medicine was in DM. It was in Hammer Cave, and Xarnax did have that, so we were wondering if his shield cast ability was going to help him at some point. It didn't, though. It didn't. We thought maybe the Guma fight would give somebody some trouble. No, you both took Guma down without any problems, so there were no problems on Guma. I guess I don't know if you want to relive it. The Karak fight.
Oh God! Oh God!
If we're talking boss deaths,
it's perfectly fine, because like when I was doing the 3rd time I was doing it, or the 2nd time, right before I game over, I thought I killed him. Like I reflected like 3 or 4 back. I'm like, surely one of these are hit, and he has 1 left. And then I kind of mentally drifted away for a moment, and then I died, and he didn't. I'm like, oh, you fool.
But it was really fast, though, right? It was just that 1 left.
Yeah, it's just that left and up and around. It was quick, so I wasn't too beating myself over it. But I'm like, if this costs me, because I usually don't have, even with hard Karak, I haven't had too much trouble with them. And then it killed me like 3 times. I'm like, oh God.
I will say on the flip side, though, you were worried about your attack levels and everything, and your Thunderbird fight was perfect, wasn't it? I mean, attack 5, no shield. It was probably almost a 1-shot if you would have gotten hit.
I got hit once.
Oh, you did get hit once. Okay, so
I did get hit once, but it didn't kill me. So that
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So you made it through there, no problem. But it was still an early Thunderbird. Again, if there were problems, it's so early on that it's probably not that big of a deal regardless. But that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. It was not a one shot. It was almost 4 bars of health. Or
It was very close.
yeah. So that worked out. And then GP again was the maze as we come full circle here. Man, other than those, you both dealt with those terrible encounters early on. Moblins and a red Dyra. It was just like the
Yeah.
Moblins just kind of grew. They just surrounded you and bullied you. And then the red Dyra would just stand there and throw axes at you.
Yeah.
And it's funny to just talk about now. We were not laughing in the moment, but
it's fine. Because like if I had gotten down stab, then it could have been manageable. But it took a little while to get fairy and to get that. And by that time, I was just like, we gotta go. We gotta get into palaces. We gotta get going. Gotta find thunder. You can't try to do these encounters now because I didn't kill a single red Dyra, so I have no idea what experience they give.
We did kill some on Xarnax's side, but now that you say that, I don't recall what they were worth. I don't think they were worth their full 200 or even 150. It might have been worth 100.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
pretty tough kill. And like he was saying, attack 1 and attack 2 were not good at all. Saw you trying to kill Mago Drippers in P1 at attack 2. Couldn't even kill them in one hit until attack 3.
And they're only 100, and it's like, and P1 was kind of big. It was oddly long, and I'm like, I don't want to have to go through all this just to get back just to place the crystal. And it was really frustrating because like it was messing up my leveling and stuff, and I'm like, well, I don't have a choice. But it also forced me to get the boots early, so I don't know.
That's true.
That was great to have. I was thankful for that because East was way easier because from P4 I could just walk up through the water to get to that north area right away. So the Barba 3 fight was fun. That was that was a little shocking, but as I was going down that elevator, I was thinking to myself, it's like, okay, if Barba's right here, as a joke, like, oh, you just do jackhammer strats because he's right there, and then he was there. I'm like, all right, you gotta do it now.
It looked good. It looked good.
It was a little dicey there. Thank you, Fire Life. Saving me. 'Cause I didn't have shield or anything.
These are the types of situations in races when the stream is going, the clock is ticking, and it means a little bit more than a casual race or even a seat of the week or something, and it's just like, well, I gotta perform, and these are the types of situations that, I mean, you either do or you don't, and this time you did, and you just kept trucking, and there weren't any problems, through any of these tougher boss fights. That is, but
real interesting seed.
Yeah. Again, it did take Xarnax a little while to get going. I think you had your 4th gem down by 46 minutes, and I think he placed his first or second at 42. I think he placed his second at 42 because he went out of logic in P2 with just keys, and then he did the full clear on the maze like you did, just walk the wrong way the whole time until the very end. It was like you came in via the cave and you went up and right and around, and that took you down to GP and then the dead end. And it was actually both drops were just left of the cave, of course.
Yeah. They were both like right there.
Yeah. So he did the same thing. He didn't have a faster maze or anything. But yeah, by the time you needed fairy to even get through 1 because it had the fairy block in the second room. And then I forget what was in 3 there. If there,
I didn't get the item in 3.
Yeah, I don't think anyone did.
Maybe it was the cross or the kid or something.
Kid was somewhere. Kid was in one of the caves and cross was in the other, I think is what that was.
Oh,
because Xarnax got it. Xarnax is still looking around for stuff. I think he was still. I think he felt that boots were going to be more useful than or required. At least on the east there. And so he was kind of looking around in some of the caves and stuff. And he spent a lot of time. There was a potential for him to catch up, but his 5 was really good. Again, that he took the first down and left, which then just eventually led to a linear path that led to Guma. So he was into 5 second and out of 5 first, but you weren't too far behind him placing the gem in 5. And that was, again, your last gem. So you were right off to GP at that point, but he still had plenty to go. Well, not really plenty to go. I don't know. I'm going in circles here. It was a interesting race for sure. Yeah. Not super close at the end, but could have been something. We were always rooting for the underdog, but you had a really good lead throughout a good portion of this. So, GG.
I mean, yeah, it could have been if I had messed up that Barba fight or died to Karak more, got even more lost, and my 5 was pretty poor. But I think just 5 and GP, I was like, oh man, this is rough.
Yeah. Everything else was pretty okay. Everything seemed fine beyond that kind of average time in Palace, whatever that is exactly. Kind of felt like everything else was kind of normal.
Yeah.
But 2-0 here, heading out of week 2. Some big names in the 2-0 field. How are we feeling about 2-0 going into week 3?
I look forward to being humbled.
I mean, it's been great up to this point for sure, and it is just week 3, right? So even if you don't go 3-0, 2-1, middle of the pack, I mean, a bunch of people are going to be there as well, and there's still plenty of.
I'm quite happy winning 2 of the Swiss. That's good. I'm like, okay, good. But yeah, now it's gonna be, oh boy. Like watching
I feel the same
play
way.
and stuff. It's like, oh boy.
I feel the same way, man. Yeah, I think we're both going to be 2-1 next week. So, but with that, again, GG's, dude, and good luck moving forward. Any final thoughts on this seed or just anything else here in the tournament?
No, not just thank you for commentating and for the restream and all that. But yeah, that's
Sure
I
thing.
have nothing else.
All right, yeah, that's it for me as well. The rare Trez restream again. Thanks to Trez for picking this one up.
Sure. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Big shout out to you, Mirai, and also to our wonderful tracker, 2 Sheep number 1. Big shout out as well to Valence and to Xarnax. Great 2-0 here, finishing this matchup in Swiss round 2. That's it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. If not, let us know. If yes, let us know as well. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, and bye-bye.